different could the defense look if you guys are able to get attack and be on that for a full game and then kind of do what they can do?
I think they do have a really big impact. I still trust the guys that we have in right now, as long as everybody, you know, executes their teams and their responsibilities. I think we'll be good. But yeah, I do miss them. I mean, they're still in the room, they're still paying attention, they're doing all they need to do. So.
Can you sense they're getting a little antsy to play?
Absolutely. Tak's ready to go. Deion's ready to go. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how they're doing, and then go from there.
When you guys looked at the film, the play against the running game, what kind of stood out there?
I think that UNLV did a good job in game planning. You know, they brought up some new stuff, and you know, fortunately enough, we were able to adjust with you know, some new packages and stuff from the past. I think we did a good job adjusting to them.
There were a couple of moments where Stanton got you on the quarterback draw. Obviously, this week with Taysom Hill, what can you do to better defend the quarterback run game? You
know, with the draw, it's more a question of when you get guys who are aggressive pass rushers, it's something that teams are going to always do. It's just a matter of finding the balance between, you know, rushing and keeping your lane, your cylinder, and containing him properly. So, yeah.
How much can you take away from last year's BYU game, even though they have a new coaching staff?
I think that we shouldn't take them lightly. They're a very good team. We should game plan properly, and we should be able to, you know, bring our A game.
Does it help that they've played 2 Pac-12 teams, so you kind of know, I mean, these are like obviously legit opponents, so you have a good idea of who they are? Yes,
it does help a lot. It kind of gives a clear image of, you know, what type of players they are, and I think that, you know, BYU is a team that should be respected, but again, I think that we'll be able to bring our A game and play hard.
Do you have a specific game plan for this week that's tailored just for them, and what is it, if you could tell us?
Couldn't tell you.
But you do have a specific.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think is important?
Well, they couldn't tell you.
After Eddie got hurt last year, and then to see him again on the sideline in street clothes, how does that make you feel as a teammate who was so looking forward to being able to see him?
My heart dropped. I saw him on the side. It was kind of like, you know, nerve-wracking, but I think he'll be fine. He should be good. Yeah, he's solid. But again, yeah, you see your teammate who's just fresh off an injury. You're kind of like, are you all right, bud? But no, he's good. He's all right.
Saturday, did you think he was good, though? I mean, were you kind of hold your breath until finding out more information?
I guess during the game, it's hard to pay attention to it. You know, you see it and you're like, wow, okay, but you know, you still have a game to play, so you kind of just get back to whatever you need to do, and then you'll pay attention to that later on.
So how did you, I guess, find out that he was fine yesterday?
I don't know, did you see an Instagram post?
That's okay. We did.
Yeah, he's better now. Harambe healed him.
Taysom Hill's been around a while. Have you seen him play, just catching a BYU game on like a Friday night or whatever?
Not really. I don't watch too much football per se. I do watch a lot of game tape of people, but catching football games is kind of like, I don't know.
Having gone to Texas A&M now, do you feel like you're prepared for any road environment you could possibly face?
Absolutely. I think that our team does really well in road environments. You know, despite the loss, despite, you know, kind of having a shaky start, I think our team is really well prepared in away environments, and I think that we'll be just fine. It's just another game, just another environment that we just prepare for. It's no big deal.
What is that? Why do you seem to be maybe a little bit better on the road than home?
Hard to say. I guess from my experience, it's kind of like when you put up a challenge, like a away game, you know, the team responds, and I think we respond really well to those challenges, and I think that's something that the team really does well is respond to those challenges specifically. So.
When it comes to run defense, has the philosophy, you know, you guys have had 4 defensive coordinators the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Has it philosophy between 1 gap versus 2 gap when it comes to run defense changed at all?
Not necessarily. Again, it's coached. We still have Coach Angus. You know, he coaches properly with the whole head in the gap control. Coach Moore is really big on that, and Coach Bradley, obviously, he's big on that too. I feel like all the defensive coordinators we've had have always been big on gap control, 1 gap. You know, But again, everybody just has to do their job, relax a little bit, you know, not try to do too much, and I think we'll be good.
So how much, I remember Ulrich, when he was talking about run defense, it was always, you know, people popping gaps, not taking that one gap.
Yeah.
Is that still the issue when it comes to run defense?
I wouldn't say so. I just think it might be guys just trying to do too much. You know, again, everybody wants to make the big play. But I think if we settle down and relax a little bit and kind of trust our techniques, trust our assignments, then we'll be just fine. So.
You talked about the challenge of playing on the road, and this past week at home, it was more penalties on both sides of the ball. Do you think that applies to penalties as well? Like when you have the challenge, you're maybe more disciplined and thinking about, you know, minimizing the penalties?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, penalties have been an issue, but I think that, again, it comes back to the focus of the team. And as long as we're focused, we're able to minimize them. But again, it just comes back to how's the team going to respond to adversity? Are they going to, you know, kind of waver through the noise, or are they going to, you know, keep on trucking forward?
You guys play in Colorado now, so you have some familiarity playing in altitude. What challenges does that present when you're way up above sea level?
I wouldn't say too much. Obviously the air is a little bit thinner, but it's still football. It's still 3-4 downs, whatever. It's the same 100-yard field. It's the same game, to be honest.
Does it increase the need for a deeper rotation on the defensive line?
Not necessarily. I think everyone's tough and everyone's good to go, to be honest. Yeah.
Thanks, Eli.
Thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
guys. Take care.
Thank you.